I was tucking my 8-year-old foster daughter into bed when she asked, Diaback to the bad place? I was tucking my 8-year-old foster daughter Ava into bed when I noticed fresh scars running up her forearms. Sweetie, how did you get these? She pulled away fast, clutching her stuffed rabbit. Just playing at school. After 3 years of fostering, I knew that look. That's the look of a child hiding something terrible. The next morning, the school nurse called. Mrs. Anderson, Ava has scarring on her arms and scratches on her legs. She told me they happened at home. I'm required to file a report with child services. My stomach dropped. They thought I was hurting her. I could lose all 3 foster kids in my care. That night, I watched everyone like a hawk. Normal evening. Except Ava kept nodding off at dinner at 6 p.m. like she hadn't slept in days. My foster son Terry pulled me aside. Something's weird with Ava's window. The lock was loose with tiny scratches on the sill. I installed a baby monitor app on my phone. At 3 a.m., I checked the feed. Her bed was empty. I ran to her room and found her sound asleep, but her pajamas were different. The pink ones I'd put her in were now purple. That morning, Ava drew a picture during breakfast. A yellow house with a broken swing set and a woman with long black hair. It's a special house from my dreams. I'd seen that exact house 4 miles away in a rough part of town, but Ava had never been there. What happens at the special house? The lady gives me cookies and braids my hair. That night at 2 a.m., I heard the smallest sound. Her bed was empty. I threw on shoes and ran outside just in time to see a small figure in pink pajamas climbing our back fence. I followed at a distance through dark streets. By the time we reached the yellow house, my mind was reeling. The door opened and a woman with long black hair pulled Ava into a hug. I knew that face from the file. Claudia, Ava's biological mother who'd lost custody 2 years ago for neglect and substance abuse. Through the window, I watched Claudia braid Ava's hair, while Ava talked with more joy than I'd ever heard. Then I heard Claudia say, "The courts can't stop us meeting at night, baby. Darkness keeps us safe." It was 4 a.m. Ava's bio mom had been making her walk 4 miles through darkness, alone. The next morning, child services arrived. The social worker, Cecilia Klein, started examining Ava's arms when I stopped her. "Claudia hasn't just been sneaking visits," I said, pulling out my phone with screenshots. "She's been bringing Ava to a house where a registered sex offender lives." Cecilia's face went white. She confirmed it. Wesley Lockhart, registered sex offender, had been living at that yellow house for 18 months. Every nighttime visit meant Claudia brought Ava to a house with a predator. "Claudia violated a no-contact order every time," Cecilia said. "The court specifically said Ava couldn't be anywhere near Lockhart." I spent the next week documenting everything. Window alarms installed. I photographed the hand-drawn map I found under her mattress showing the route to the yellow house, complete with hiding spots marked with little stars. I gave a formal statement to the detective handling child safety cases. The school nurse went from accuser to ally. Then, Claudia started escalating. A threatening note wedged in our fence. "You stole my daughter and you'll pay for keeping us apart." She tried to sign Ava out of school with a fake dental appointment. The secretary called police. My neighbor's security camera caught Claudia approaching our fence at 2 a.m. The emergency court hearing happened 3 weeks later. I testified about following Ava through darkness, about the registered sex offender, about the 4-mile walks an 8-year-old made alone. The school nurse presented medical documentation. The detective showed evidence of Claudia's repeated violations. The judge made her ruling. First, the abuse allegations against me were completely unfounded. Investigation officially closed. I felt tears of relief. I didn't know I'd been holding back. Then she addressed Claudia directly. No unsupervised contact with Ava under any circumstances. Extended protection order for another year. Mandatory substance abuse treatment and parenting classes. "You clearly love your daughter," the judge said to Claudia. "But love does not excuse repeatedly endangering a child by bringing her to a house with a registered sex offender. Ava would remain in my home under CPS oversight." 3 months later, supervised visits started at a community center with a court monitor present. Ava struggled at first, but her therapist helped her understand the rules existed to keep her safe. The window alarms still chirp if anyone touches them. Ava tested them once, then went back to her room with resignation rather than defiance. She sleeps through the night now. Her grades are up. She's making friends at school.